Alabama on beam here in the third rotation. This is Stephanie Kite, 5'1" junior from Austin, Texas.
She's second up for Alabama. They have a 9.2 starting score that they really want to drop, and unfortunately that was a major break right there. Stephanie's an excellent student, Scholastic All-American, President's List, 4.0 in both fall and spring.
And her father, Tom Kite, a very well-known golfer, now on the senior tour.
Anytime the gymnast breaks their body line to maintain their balance, those are deductions ranging anywhere from ½ of a point all the way up to a 0.4 of a point, depending on the severity. This is a very big meet to have early in the season. It's both good and bad for the teams. I think it really, really gets them going, though. They get excited for it. It's a huge meet right at the start and probably kicks off most of these teams' seasons.
A very, very young team once again for Sarah Patterson. And the defending national champs. 7 freshmen and 3 sophomores. Different kind of team they have this year. Dismount.
Punch, 1.5 twist. Yeah, they spend most of their time just looking for the class in the gym, they said, rather than figuring their gymnastics out.
Well, they lost the great Andrea Pickens, who was the anchor to that lineup in almost all events. And
she punches with both feet, launches herself off the end of the beam, and does a 1.5 twist.
Alabama junior Stephanie Kite gets a 9.4. 9.4 for Kite. 8th ranked Florida. And here is 5'1" sophomore Erinn Dooley from Gaithersburg, Maryland. Florida on the uneven bars.
2 years ago at this meet, she suffered a right tibia plateau fracture.
Warming up.
And had to sit out the season. So she's now back, getting back into the lineup on several events. Former national team member on the U.S. national team. Okay, not bad.
Not her strongest event, Kathy, but she could get the Gators off to a good start. Absolutely. On this apparatus.
You'll see most of the gymnasts here are doing double layouts or full twisting double back. She does a simple tuck double back. To really raise the level of their gymnastics, you need to stretch that out in a laid out position or add a twist.
Florida's Erinn Dooley on the comeback trail. She records a 9.675. Balance beam now. Jeana Rice is up, 4'10" junior from Florida. And this is her event, a first team All-America a year ago.
She's gorgeous on this event. Mother Joan Moore Knapp was a 1972 Olympian, one of the United States' best gymnasts, particularly on this event. 11 national titles.
What particular qualities do you need to be a great beam worker, Kathy?
Ice water in your veins would help. That's a good thing. The ability to concentrate, control your adrenaline, uncanny sense of balance, and aggressiveness. You can't be afraid to really attack everything. Some people go at it trying not to make mistakes. You have to just attack, attack, attack. And then on top of all of it, you have to have skill and, and be able to do all these tricks.
The most difficult apparatus?
You know what? It's the hardest in competition. To me, it was the easiest to train. I love training it. I thought it was very easy. But in competition, most gymnasts will tell you it's the hardest. But to some gymnasts like Jeana Rice, I think she might say, no, this is the easiest one in competition. She looked very calm, very confident.
Yes, she is confident. A 9.925. More gymno coming up right after this. Back to Georgia on floor. Here's Chelsa Byrd, the 5'3" junior from Little Rock. She won this event in the Nebraska dual meet, a 9.850. Can she get better than that?
Watch this, Chris. She can tumble out of our screen right here. She is power-packed. Wow, what a tumbling pass.
Put
Whip
the extra
all the way
pad
through.
down for her.
And they're allowed to do that.
For the cushy landing.
She's just so calm, keeps everything to herself. It's hard to tell what she's thinking, if she's ever even nervous. But then just blast these tumbling runs. She has good technique, which really enables her to use her power. Because I've seen people who had power but no technique. She really has both.
Chelsa Byrd hits big. She gets a 9.95. Just moments ago, Oklahoma's Kasie Tamayo scores a 9.75 on vault.
This was a Yurchenko laid out with a full twist. Pretty short on the rotation and has to take a big step forward.
Uneven bars now. Kristen Stuckey for Florida. 5'1" junior from Wisconsin. And what a story this woman is.
Absolutely. What a comeback. Amazing. Look at the form. I love this. I have to get into this. See how perfectly her toes are pointed and together throughout the whole routine.
And what an injury-plagued career she has had. She's undergone surgery 7 times on her knees.
And was only released to do landings recently. And she had an amazing balance beam performance at their exhibition that was so exciting for everybody to see her.
Kristen Stuckey records a 9.85 for the Florida Gators. Back to Alabama on beam. Kristin Sterner, senior from Michigan, defending NCAA beam champ.
They're struggling a little bit on this event. They have a few low scores. They're going to have to count at least 2 of them. I see a 9.2, a 9.4, and a 9.325. They need a big win here, and Kristin Sterner is more than capable.
Only senior remaining on the Crimson Tide roster.
And she has always stepped up to the plate for them. Very consistent, very good, hard worker. It's the kind of gymnast every coach wants. Just rock steady, works hard, leads on and off the mat. And she's an excellent student, too. Good job. Double pike dismount, one of the hardest dismounts we've seen in the competition. And a biology major. Gonna go to med school. All while she trains difficult skills like this. Most of the gymnasts are doing much easier dismounts off beam. Good for her.
9.85 for Alabama's Kristin Sterner. Solid.